Today we are going to test and compare Seedream 5 Pro with Nano Banana Pro and GPT Image 2 to see which one wins in different categories in different areas. So later when we want to use these AI image generators in our projects, we know exactly which one we should use in our project. So if you're ready, let's begin. Before we start comparing them, I'm going to show you two places that you can use Seedream 5 Pro to test it, to use it for your projects. And then we will begin our AI battle. So this is arena.ai. The link will be down in the description. You can come to this website and use Seedream 5 Pro for free. So you can come here, create an account or log in with your Gmail. And then from the menu on the left side, select direct. Then come here, click on this image icon. And then from the models here, which it is on max, come down here and select Seedream 5 Pro or write Seedream 5 so you can find it easier. Then you can write your prompt and start using it. Since this is free, it has a limit, but if you don't have massive projects with lots of images, you can keep using it for free and the quality is also good. For example, here, this is one of the images, one of the tests that as we go forward, I'm going to show you the battle between different AI models. This is the result that it gave us. And as you can see, the quality is amazing. For today's battle, we are going to use this Photoshop plugin, which let us use different AI models inside Photoshop. For each of them, it will cost us a small amount of money. For example, for Seedream 5, it will cost us 9 cents per 2K images, but it's not much. For example, you can add some amount of credit like $5 and use it for a while. If you don't have this plugin inside Photoshop, you can come to this link. I will put the link down in the description. You can come here, get the plugin. It has two versions. It has Core and Pro. In the Core tab, you have all the AI models, and in the Pro, you have some Pro features like upscale, like restoring damaged images, like prompt library, and many other things. For the first example, I'm going to show you how it works, but for the rest of them, I already generated all the images necessary, so we can begin the test. So all you need to do, just write your prompt here. I'm just going to copy paste this prompt. And then you need to select the AI models that you want to use. For example, we are going to use Seedream 5 Pro, GPT Image 2, Nano Banana Pro, and Seedream 4.5. I have selected Seedream 4.5 so we can compare these two models, Seedream, the previous version and the new version, and compare how much it got better. Then if you scroll down, you can see the settings for each of them. For example, I can come here, select the aspect ratio that I want for each of them. Select the quality that I want. I have set all of them on 2K because Seedream 5 Pro right now, the maximum quality that it provides is 2K. To have a better comparison, I have put them all on 2K. But I'm sure soon they will release the 4K as well and we can run more tests. So I'm just going to set all of them on a square size. And then I'm just going to make a selection tool and select the part that I want and just click on generate. Then it will send the request to the AI provider where I added my credits. If you want to learn more about this plugin, you can watch this video. I have explained all the things about it. And it will take a couple of seconds, maximum 1 to 2 minutes, depending on the AI model and the quality that you asked for, to prepare all the images. So I'm going to fast forward and continue when all the 4 images are ready. All right, all the results are ready. So it have completed the generation and downloaded and placed each of the results here in our file. So this is done by Seedream 4.5. It's not bad, but it added some strange frame. Then we have Nano Banana Pro, which this one is also good. We have GPT Image 2. It's a little bit better with all the details. And now we have Seedream Seedream 5 Pro. And all of them more or less looks so good. So this is the way that this plugin works. Now let's look at all the examples that we have tried and tested in different categories and in different cases. So the first test that we have here is regarding the text on the screen. We wanted to know how accurate it can write the English text and also design the images. So you can see the prompt on the screen. And here is the result of Seedream 4.5, the old version. And as you can see, it's a little bit strange. And the text, even though that it is correct, it doesn't look good. It's not very stylish, okay? It is poorly designed. So next one is Nano Banana Pro, which we requested a square size, but it created a square size image, but the poster is inside it as vertical. So more or less we can say somehow it was successful regarding the text, but regarding the size it failed. Then we have GPT Image 2, which followed all the instructions. The design is good, the text is correct, and the size is also correct. Then we have Seedream 5 Pro, which again, it is correct in all cases. And also the image itself, it is really good. As much as I tested Seedream 5 Pro, it gives a good artistic style to the image, which I really like. And as we go forward, you can feel it as well. Let's go for the next example. The next example is the UI design of a website related to business and marketing and revenue and this kind of things. So here we have the example of Seedream 4.5, and as you can see, it is very basic, even though that we can see some of the content, but the design itself, it's very basic and it's a failure. Next one is Nano Banana Pro, which the design looks cool. It's dark theme. It has a cool logo here. The numbers look cool, but the problem is that first of all, we have some empty area around it, and part of the design is cut, okay? So this is incomplete, I can say, or it's not what we have asked for. The next one is GPT Image 2, which the size is correct. It was placed correctly, and it has all the items, but I think it is compressed. So the original image that it was generated or it wanted to generate was wider, but here it compressed. You can just, but here it compressed. You can see the circle here that became like an oval. Let me try something. Let me just expand this. Right. So more or less it should be something like this. And the next one is Seedream 5 Pro, which as you can see, it's amazing. It's almost perfect in all areas. First of all, look, it added an equal empty space around it, but not too much empty space. It's just a little, which gives a good feeling of our UI design. And then we have the menu here on the left side. Everything is correct. And then we have items here placed correctly. We can see the, for example, the items that we have sold. Even we can see the images of each items, and it's amazing. I really like this result. It's really cool. So if you have a sketch of a UI design that you want to just prepare for some project, for some software or website, you can just draw in a sketch, give it to Seedream 5 Pro, write a good prompt for it, and get a cool result out of it. Let's go for the next example. On this example, we wanted to see how good each of these AI models can react to negative prompts. So we mentioned what we don't want to have in the screen. So here, this is an image, a photo of, let's say, Tokyo City at night, which it shouldn't have any people in it. It shouldn't have any signs or any text in it. But this is the result of Seedream 4.5. And as you can see, we have the signs here, which it failed. But we don't have any person in the image, which is good. The next one is Nano Banana Pro. Again, the city is empty, it's good, but all the signs here, they have text, which this is a mistake, and we didn't want to have these text on the signs. Then we have GPT Image 2, which there is no sign, there is no text here, there is no person, which I think this image was successful based on the prompt that we gave it to. And then we have Seedream 5 Pro. Now this is one step ahead of GPT Image 2. Why? Because in the prompt we mentioned we don't want the signs to have text. We didn't mention that remove all the signs. In the example of GPT Image 2, there is no sign at all. Okay, but here in Seedream 5 Pro, we have the signs. Just the signs, they don't have text. You see, they're just shapes and images, which is cool based on the request that we had. And we also don't have any person in the image, which it is telling us that Seedream 5 Pro was successful at this test and gave us the best result. Let's go for the next one. In this example, we wanted to restore an old image and we wanted to see which AI model can recreate the image closer to the original damaged image. So here's a portrait. If you have seen my previous videos, I have used this example a lot in my videos. So this is the original image. Then here we have the result of Seedream 4.5, which it is very close to the original image, but the quality of it, it's not so good. It is not very sharp, and it has some mistakes here. And it looks like it is glowing. It's not like a real photo, right? Then we have Nano Banana Pro, which is good, but if you pay attention, just if you be very careful, it changes the face a little bit. Just look at here with the makeup or with the style it used. First of all, it feels like plastic. It gives us the plastic feeling of AI image generators. As you can see, it's like painting. It's not like a photo. And also it changes a little bit. If I just compare it with the original, before, after, before, after. Just look at here. Let me zoom in. Just look at here, this part. Before, you see the line is here. After. It changes the form of the cheek. Okay. So let's go for the next one, which is GPT Image 2. Also GPT Image 2, again, if you pay attention here, it made these changes as well. It just flattened that part. And even though that the result is a little bit better or more realistic comparing to Nano Banana Pro, for example, here we have a skin texture. The texture of the lips are much better comparing to Nano Banana Pro. Look at here. We could feeling of the plastic style, but here it is much better. It's more toward a photo, but it changed the image as well a little bit. Let's look at the result of Seedream 5 Pro. So this is before, after, before, after. And if you pay attention here, before, after. It had some movements here, but more or less it is much closer to what it was originally, right? And it feels like photo. It doesn't feel like plastic style AI images. It has a good noise of photos, which I really like. But it also has the just feeling of glowing, which I think for this image, it's not so bad. It's less than what it was before in the Seedream 4.5. If we just compare it, you see how much better it became. I think out of all of them, Seedream 5 Pro could restore the image much better. Let's go for the next example. The next example that we have is relight. What if we want to change the lighting and the style of an image? So this is the image that we just restored. This is the result of Seedream 5 Pro. And now here, if we come to the Pro tab, I always run this test. Here we have different prompts. And if we click, for example, on this one, if we click on modify, it will load the prompt here for us. You can see the prompt, what it is. And I have just made a selection and just clicked on generate on all of these AI models. And here is the result of Seedream 4.5, which is not bad, but the face is dark, okay? The face should be, it should have a better lighting so we can see the portrait. The next part, it's Nano Banana Pro, which just changed the image itself completely, changed the glove, changed the position of the person, which failed completely. Then here we have GPT Image 2, which the light for the face is really good, but if we zoom in, you can see some dark spots on the skin, okay? Look at before, it's very soft and clear, but here we have some dark spots over and over the skin, which when we are looking from back, it doesn't look so good. But the lighting is really cool. Here we have purple on the sides, here we have the orange on the back. It's really cool. And next we have Seedream 5 Pro, which the face almost it has a good light. It changed the light on the background, but we have a really cool light on the just a side of her portrait, and it is really amazing. So we have the purple lighting on it, we have the face clear, the texture is clear. I really like this result. What do you think? Which one was better? All right, now we get to the ice cream example. So this is the result of Seedream 4.5. It's not bad, it's not good, it's average. Then we have Nano Banana Pro. It's also good. We have a cool add image of Nano Banana Pro. We have a cool add image of fruit ice cream with some related items around it. Then we have GPT Image 2, which is much better comparing to Nano Banana Pro. And finally, we have Seedream 5 Pro, which the thing that I like about this is the perspective and the empty areas it adds. For example, here the image is so crowded. The image itself is really cool, okay? But it is crowded, okay? But Seedream 5 Pro decide to add some empty spaces around the item, so the item looks much better, right? So in this example, I'm gonna pick Seedream 5 Pro. It's much better comparing to the other results. The next example is infographic of a recipe of a food called Shakshuka. And it will show us how we can prepare this food and what are the ingredients. So this is the result of Seedream 4.5. And as you can see, it is very basic, right? Then we have Nano Banana Pro, which it's much better, more complex, but it has some mistakes. For example, this is step number 1. Then we have some arrows coming here. Then the arrow is going backward, but the step 2 is here, 3 is here, 4 is here, 5, 6. And the arrows are just strange. You don't know how it should be. So it has some weaknesses and mistakes in this part, but the design itself, it's not bad. Then we have GPT Image 2, which the images are very realistic. The image itself is very crowded. We have a good title here. We have the result. Then we have the ingredients here on the left side. And the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, very accurate and the way we expect it to. The next item is Seedream 5 Pro. It has more empty areas, as you can see. The title appeared with a good style in the center. We have the result on the left. We have the ingredients as a small card on the right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The steps are all clear. You can read them. Even from this infographic itself, you can just look at it, easily understand it, understand what you need. just prepare them, and 1, 2, 3, what I have to do, just read these small sentences and prepare this food for yourself. But for example, here it is a little bit crowded and confusing. Here it is very confusing, and here it is just bad. It's awful, right? So you can feel the difference, right? Seedream 5 Pro in most cases was doing a better job. And finally, this is our last test. So this is one of the good abilities of Seedream 5 Pro, that can understand annotations from the image itself. Now, previously on previous models like Nano Banana, the first version, Nano Banana 2, Nano Banana Pro, or other models, we have tested this, and sometimes they were successful, but not on a portrait. We haven't tested on a portrait. So let's try that out. So here we have an original image. This is a portrait of a person. Then I just put some lines that, for example, here, add golden metallic eyeshadow above the eyes. Here add earrings, and I just wrote the text here. For example, add metal golden earrings here. Then glossy berry lip, and I just draw the line here, and a strong contour around the chin and the cheek. So the instructions are clear, and the prompt it was just very simple. Follow instructions on the image. Okay, that's it. So let's look at the result. This is the result of Seedream 4.5. It followed the result, but it changed the image, and it doesn't look what it was originally. So it failed. The next one is Nano Banana Pro, which it applied our requests, but sadly it kept the text as well. It should remove the text. So the result of Nano Banana Pro is good, but it kept the text, and also it kept the resolution. Just compared with what it was, it is blurry, right? It just kept the same thing. Next one is GPT Image 2, which the quality of it is much better. It followed the instructions as we wanted, but unfortunately it also kept all the instructions as well, which we didn't want that. Now let's look at the result of Seedream 5 Pro. It removed all the instructions, and it followed them exactly as I described. Just look at the eyeshadow here compared with what it was before. The earrings, the contour here, the glossy berry lip. It's amazing. It's really cool. And beside that, it increased the resolution of the image as well. This is what it was before originally, and this is after Seedream 5 Pro made changes. And it looks really realistic. We don't have the feeling of AI plastic generated, which is really cool. So in all these examples, as you saw, Seedream 5 Pro, more or less, and most of them was good. So again, if you don't have this Photoshop plugin, you can get it from the link down in the description. And if you have enjoyed this video, do not forget to like the video and leave a comment. This way I will understand you have liked the video, you want this kind of content more, and I will make more of them for you. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, click on subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos and trainings. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon on the next video.